There we go. That's better. I heard you play that song.
Bye, Billy.
No, never mind. Okay, bye.
Bye, and yes,
I miss
especially Friday crowd.
Lisa Berry, everyone.
Or are we just
Tired. Are there a lot of what?
them? Look, there's minis. There's many people on Friday.
Oh, minis. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so out of it today.
We folk out there. I will
Hey,
pay.
yeah, you're right. There's a lot of people for Friday.
There's a lot of people.
Hi, everyone. I see you folks in the back. I see you. I love you. Hell yeah. What's up? Did you guys miss us?
Who has never met us before? Yeah, no, we need a disclaimer. That's what I was like, they seem a little cautious. Okay, so
Are there any children in the audience?
those would be the wee folk of whom I spoke.
Okay, little one.
All
How old are you?
You're ready though, you're prepared.
14. Okay, how many cuss words have you heard? You're gonna learn some new ones. Sorry, parent or guardian.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
We probably also talk about our vulvas and vaginas a lot. That's right. And I'm not apologizing for that because you gotta learn somewhere. It's not gonna be through the health system.
We'll get into anything.
That's
Like,
right.
If you were a supernatural animal, Brianna,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
which animal would you be? And you'd be like, which one has the best vulva?
Yes, or gets paid the most. That generally is my answer.
Yes.
Because I have not seen the show. This will happen. People will be like, if you were a supernatural, what demon would you be? Somebody literally in line right now is like, God damn it, Brianna. I don't know. I always let Kim answer for me because I haven't seen the show.
I will also tell you which Hogwarts house she's in. So
That's right.
That's fine.
Anything that has to do with like any kind of fandom, I don't know. I tried to learn. We just came from 2 conventions overseas, and I was trying to learn about all these other shows from these actors that we were meeting. There was Doctor Who actors, Stargate actors,
Our flag means dad.
Our Flag Means Dad, MacGyver. That's right, MacGyver. That's how old I am. I was very excited about that. Anyway.
So we have people lined up. They're like, oh my god, any second
Well,
they
those
are gonna
bitches, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Fine, we'll answer some questions.
Oh, we got spinny chairs.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm usually the one that's distracted by the spinning chair.
Immediately barfy by doing it. Don't. Hold on, I gotta burp. Burp me.
Don't, if you're
Is it mini bird? Is it little?
don't,
Is
it's not a
it
little. It's just
It's
little.
a little baby bird.
It's just like,
Guys, I have not slept in 3 weeks, so this is what you're all getting.
This is when we're both pinky and there's no brain.
There's no brain. That's great. That needs to be a t-shirt. I leave it to you. All pinky, no brain. It's very good. Well done. Kim Rhodes, everyone.
I only have one good one a day. I'm just so happy someone is here to witness it.
You just blew your wad. Okay.
Blue something. That's what she said.
That's what she said. Hello.
Hi, girls.
She's like, I regret my decision.
My name is Julia. I'm super happy to see you both. My question is, if you can describe each other by a song, what song would it be?
Nice easy one. Thanks a lot,
You
Julia.
just described I Am the Fire.
Briana Buckmaster. God, I'm so bad at this. I go, Kim, you answer. Love Cats by The Cure. I don't know that song. Sing it, okay? I want to hear it. There's no words?
I mean, pretty much there are, but it's about, not liking mice.
Not liking mice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mixed
right?
race. So yeah, that's
I
about
love
it.
that. You know what? I would have a much better answer for you, but as I mentioned, no brain. Not today.
Oh, you told me once we should
Did I? But was it a song that, like, I think you Okay.
me. That was just a song you thought I should
Sometimes we like pitch songs to each other. We actually do that a lot. You should sing this. You should sing that song.
I can't hit those notes. Are you fucking
They can break it down for you.
I have nothing to offer.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night.
This is my song. This is my song.
I love it. I love my answer. That was the best answer I've given all day. Keep going. Keep going. More.
I'm sorry. Every time he's like, no, not yet.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not gonna. No, they haven't shut up yet.
Fucking Rob.
Okay, go.
Shut up. Okay. Hello, honey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not great, honestly. I'm not great. Just kidding. I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here. This is helping. You guys are helping, so thank you so much.
I'm having a hot flash.
Oh no! We were talking about that in my meet and greet.
I thought I was done with these.
Hot flashes! Okay, so back to you.
What was your first car growing up? Like when you teenager, you started your license? And also, what's your favorite car? Like, what's your dream car?
I think you are better at this than I am. I don't know, again, a lot about cars. Something you'll realize about me is that I don't know much of anything. You'll learn that today. My first car was a 1987 Ford, I think it's a Ford Citation. It didn't have any heat, and I grew up in Canada, so we all know I used to have to, when I drove in it, I was in high school, I used to have a blanket, this is very dangerous, by the gas and brake pedals, because it gets so cold down there. There was a hole that you could see down at the bottom of the gas pedal, but it was free, you know, and it got me to school, so that was the main thing. And my favorite car, I don't know. I just got a new car, and so that's my favorite, and it's a Volkswagen Tiguan, and I love it so much. She's named Lola. Yeah.
I like that. My first car was much the same. I didn't have a car in high school. I drove my parents' car if I asked nicely and they were in a good mood. I didn't actually get a car until I worked in Spring Green, Wisconsin, and I bought it from the side of the road for $300. It was a Ford Escort, 4-cylinder. One cylinder was missing, so I traveled with a quart of oil in the car at all times. It always looked like it was on fire if you looked out the back with the rearview mirror, and you couldn't take your foot all the way off the gas, or the car would flood, and then it wouldn't start again for another 20 minutes. So that was my first car, and I'm gonna say honestly, I really like Subaru WRXs. Sorry. In my brain, I can drift. So that's my answer. Does it meet your approval?
Yes.
What about you?
Yeah. What's your favorite car? What do you want?
I like Aston Martins or old Lincolns, like old sedans and things like that.
Okay,
I like
cool.
nice leather interior. I like those.
Oh, cool.
Oh, the Aston Martins are pretty too.
They're cool.
They're pretty. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
so hard so far.
They're her questions.
Hi.
Hi.
Ask us something easy, okay?
Long time no see. How did you all get so close?
Aw, that's a great question.
Cookies.
Magic. Cookies and
It was
magic.
cookies. Like everything else came like once. It's like folding in ingredients. Once it's together, it makes magic. It was just we're gonna, and once we discovered that we both liked cookies at the exact time of day, everything else just happened.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like our friendship it doesn't feel challenging at all. Like sometimes I have friends in my life, in order to stay close to them, I put a lot of effort into it, not because there's anything, you know, a toxic dynamic or anything bad happening. It's just, you know, as a grown-up, you do actually find you have to put effort into your friendship. People get busy, people get, you know, distracted, whatever it is, Kim and I always seem to find our way. We are a little bit yin and yang on some things, and then our communication levels are exactly the same. Like, we respond in the same, you know how they're talking about love languages? Like, our communication language is exactly the same, and I think that's really helpful. We can also just talk for so long. We kept saying, because we've been traveling together for 2 weeks, how I couldn't imagine, honestly, I couldn't imagine doing it without her, and I couldn't imagine doing it with anybody else. And I love a lot of people, my husband included. No fucking way. No fucking way. Kim, any day of the week, baby. It's so easy.
Thank you. Did that kind of help you with the, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Kind of magic.
Cookies,
guys.
cookies and
magic.
communication.
Yep.
Cookies and communication. Hi, my love.
Hi, my name is Felicia. And I was wondering, so I've heard stories about the long hours the actors have to work, and some like crazy ones too, like 4 in the morning. And I don't know if you guys have had to work any extreme hours, but I was just wondering, what time of day do you feel like you do your best work on camera?
Those are, we call those on a fratter day.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that term? So in the industry, they do fratter days because what happens is on Monday, they'll start as early as possible and then go into overtime, which means Tuesday, it has to be 12 hours, right? That they can't start until 12 hours after they finished. So everything gets pushed back. So sometime on Saturday, they don't start until the afternoon, which means you can shoot until 5 in the morning on Saturday. So it's crazy because you think of those crew members, they don't really get a weekend. They get a Sunday and that's it. Because they're probably sleeping on Saturdays. I like working in the morning. I don't love doing a full day of like life and then going to set and doing a full day on set. I feel like that feels hard. You know, like if you're parenting or if I'm like running errands or something and then I don't go to set until like 5 p.m., that would be rough.
I do my best work either before lunch, when I'm awake and the hunger is starting to make a little bit of rage in me, so I've got a little extra. I know that nobody's going to be fucking around because it's almost lunch, so I don't have to put up with any shenanigans. And I'm usually awake enough, and the coffee is kicked in. I also do my best work at probably 2 a.m. when I'm so fucking giddy that my brain is just like, I'm out. And that's when some pretty creative stuff starts happening. Also, people are not fucking around because why are we still here at 2 a.m.? So I'm going to go with 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
Final answer. Thank you.
Hi, Abby.
Hi. So as per usual, I have a very serious, dire question for you.
They're going to say diarrhea.
Yeah, that's what it's about. How did you know?
It is nice so well.
So, what does your road rage look like?
Are you going to demonstrate it?
Yeah, no, well, that's interesting because it's funny. I no longer give myself the luxury of road rage. So what my road rage actually looks like, hold on a second, I gotta get in the zone because, all right, I'll explain it more fully after I do it. This is what my road rage looks like.
It's pretty scary.
That's it, that's my road rage. Because I have moved to a place where a lot of people have a lot of guns. So my angry mom middle finger, probably not going to impress anybody. So I just stop and I'm like, is it worth dying for? It's not. Take a deep breath and let them in. They can't cut you off if you slow down.
I have 2 levels. So one thing that I just generally try to do in life, because I find life's too short and it serves me better, is to just not choose anger, and I make up stories about, this is a tactic many people use, I'm sure. If like somebody cuts me off, I'll just be like, oh my gosh, you must be getting to the hospital, or something
his
must
wife's
be
in labor right now.
Something terrible's happened, and of course, go in front of me. You must really need it more than me. I did the same thing when my bike got stolen. I was like, oh, somebody must really need that bike. Like, just make up these stories because anger does not live in my life anymore. The other thing I do, which is adjacent to anger, is to patronize them. And so when they cut me off and they honk at me, I'll go, oh. And I'll look at them and go, are you okay? Oh, sorry. That just makes them angry. So it's not necessarily better, but it's a tactic that I choose to use on specific motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Great question, Debbie.
Did either of those answers surprise you, or are those both pretty much what you would have expected?
I'll be honest, I was kind of expecting violent swearing from Brianna.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, these make sense. Absolutely.
I think it's like the old me for sure. The new me is a bit, bummer. Because you know why? Sexy indifference, baby. Sexy indifference. It'll serve you so much more in this life. It'll make everybody else matter.
And I know I used to be free with the middle finger because every time I take that deep breath, I hear a voice next to me go, Mom, can I flip them off for you?
So kind.
Yeah, she's got my back, but only in very specific circumstances.
My daughter's been with me when somebody else has flipped me off, and she'll go, wow, they're really angry, hey? I go, yeah, they are, honey. And then we just make fun of them in our car. Highly recommend, 10 out of 10. Hello.
Hello, my favorite Wayward podcast episode is the Wayward Cursing because I also like to curse. And what is your particular favorite curse word? Me personally, it's fuck.
It's a keeper. It's a keeper. I can't believe we did a whole episode.
I can.
I once had a friend in high school tell me she became friends with me because she liked the way I said fuck. I was like, I will never forget that. I like motherfuckers, a pretty good one. I have to think about other ones that I use. God damn it. I said this to Jensen once, and then he texted me while he was shooting the boys, and he's like, what's that thing you said once? I said, sweet Jesus in a Jeep. You like that one? Sweet Jesus in a Jeep.
Yeah, fuck. Why would you settle for, cardboard when you could be eating chocolate? It's the same way, fuck, why, everything else requires thinking.
Fudge on a stick. I've said that too.
Although I enjoy the aggressiveness of cunt. I do certainly, there are times when I will specifically be like, oh, I want to hurt you a little bit. I'm going to find a reason to use the C word. Because that one's
said
not.
that to somebody. I think I've said it about people, but I don't think I've ever said it to somebody.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's frightening. It's
Yes.
the power move. It's like those of us being disabled and using the R word. It is definitely a where's the exit? Where's the exit? Where's the exit? She's gonna hurt somebody. I'm like, you fucking right I am. But yeah, so I do enjoy a good cunt. Yeah, and you can't that's what she said as well. You can't passively say that. You can say fuck passively. You're like, the fuck. But you cannot say cunt passively. That is a word you invest in. I love, okay. I was like, are we hurting your hands as you have to sign all of our cussing down here? Sorry.
Love this one.
Sorry. Okay. Are you okay? Yes? All right, okay. There we go.
Thank you. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thank you. All right. Hello, my love.
Hi. I actually do have serious questions today, so that's crazy. So, On days when you like feel, you kind of like feel good, and then something just kind of like flips a switch, and you feel like overwhelming like sense of dread or panic. How do you manage those emotions, or get through it, or what do you do?
I think a really challenging thing to remember is often when it just happens suddenly, it can be a chemical thing, and so it doesn't work to go, stop feeling this thing. I will try to sometimes cerebralize it and go, okay, what changed? And I'll think of like physical things. Did I sleep well? Did I not sleep well? Did I eat something weird? Did someone say something that like triggered me? And then I'm just gentle with myself, but sometimes something I do that has been working is I go, what if that's not true? Like, what if that's not true? Or I go, I'm gonna choose a different thought. I'm gonna choose to think something differently. Because often when I'm feeling depressed or sad or anxious, it's a thought that I'm choosing to invest in. And I do think that for me, sometimes I can, not always, but sometimes I can choose a different thought and strengthen that neural pathway, which is a challenge. Not always possible, but sometimes it is.
I like that. In the area of choice, so I do three things. The first is hold on. Just hold on. And then remind myself that this will not be forever. I comfort myself, I console myself, I honor the fact that this is so uncomfortable. I don't moralize it, I don't say I'm bad, this is punishing me, I've done something wrong, therefore this means, I just pull it back in and go, this is fucking uncomfortable. I do pray, I have a belief in a higher power that is personal and works for me, but I give it up. And third, I name it. Say, this is fear. This is fear. What am I afraid of? I am afraid that this, I am afraid of. I cerebralize it and just go, okay, every experience has a gift. It's not my job to find it. It will be revealed. So I just hang on and write it out because it will change. The only thing that is consistent is change. So if I just hang the fuck on and don't try to make it anything other than what it is, I will find the love I have for myself back on the other side. You know, so often I punish myself. I'm like, you fucking idiot, and then I make it worse. I talk to myself in the same voice that the world is attacking me with. I'm like, you're stupid, and how come you're so weak, and how come you can't get out of this? What, you should have known better. Oh my God, you should have known, and all of this fucking shit. And so I have a choice to not use that voice on myself. I have a choice to just stop and say I have a zero tolerance rule for self-hatred. And I'm gonna ride this through with me. I got you, baby. I got you. And as long as it takes, we're gonna get out of this together. Hello.
Hi, Mom. So last year when I asked for advice, you said if I keep asking you for advice, eventually the advice is going to be don't lick toilet seats. Please do not say don't lick toilet seats when I ask this question.
Okay, but you really shouldn't lick toilets.
I didn't say that.
Unless there's still cocaine left on there. Oh, sorry. We'll get bugged out there for a second.
So I just graduated yesterday and I am applying for jobs. What do you do in the sense of when you feel like you are not going to get a job no matter how much qualifications you have, no matter how well you did in the interview, or like you just feel like you did the interview and you're like, I'm not going to get the job no matter how much I'm better than the people behind me or in front of me.
Yep. So, the Buddhists and the alcoholics, I'm only one of those, but I relate to both of them, have a thing called detachment. So I am in a phase of my career right now where I'm not going to get the job, no matter how good I am or how I'm just not fucking getting jobs anymore. They don't exist. Not me. Not my turn. So instead of saying, well then I'm just not going to care anymore, you can't have my heart, I step back to this moment is worth me showing up for. This moment is not defined by the outcome. My goodness is not defined by what happens next. In this moment right now, I give myself permission to show up 100%. And I give the future permission to work itself the fuck out. Whatever happens, it does not define me. I am good and powerful and worth showing up for. I can only show up for myself right now, and that's what I'm goddamn well gonna do.
Now, I think it's a very privileged position for me to talk about, because what I would relate to is auditioning for things. Like the majority, I make a joke that I'm a professional auditioner, and that I actually am not booking as much work because then they wouldn't have me to audition for them. And they really need me to just do auditions all the time, because I audition so much in Vancouver as opposed to when I'm in Los Angeles. But I also have other work. I have voiceover work, I have conventions, so I have financial privilege. And there are so many people out of work right now in your country, in Canada, that I do not have the same position to go, it's just pick yourself up, because that's a very easy thing for me to say, because I can pay rent. People being out of work, I recognize, is terrifying. I grew up with parents that were often out of work and just the terror of not having money was always there. But in terms of just looking for work and being rejected from it, something that I practice is, again, sexy indifference. And I find that energetically, that really works for me, to make sure that I'm not equating my worth to being chosen. If I'm not picked for a job, I'm not picked for a job. Often I will go, they're lost. That's what I will tell myself. They're lost. Oh, they fucked up. I do that all the time with the spinoff. Like, oh, they fucked up. But it's really important that none of us equate what we do with who we are. Who we choose to show up as in this world is so much more important than what we do for money.
Or how the world responds to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would say, as Kim was saying, detachment, not disinterest, but just detaching from the outcome, but also detaching from what that means about who you are and what you have to offer the world. Okay?
Thank you.
Go get it.
And also don't lick toilet seats.
Unless there's cocaine on it.
Don't lick toilet seats.
Cocaine. Sorry. I've never done cocaine before. Can you believe that?
I haven't either.
Kim and I were like, we're so badass. I'm like, cocaine in my nose? Ew. Like the only master I know.
Can you imagine me more high, more up?
Me too. Like, you imagine? Oh my god, a disaster. Although, if any, no, I'm just kidding. Hello. I'll be sorry, you laugh at my jokes all day, baby. All day.
Make it easy. So pretend for a minute that Kim was cast to play Donna and Brianna was cast to play Jody. What changes?
What change? Okay, so we've never seen how the other person has actually played the other characters. So it's not like I'm doing an impression of Kim doing Jody. She's never done Jody.
I think me as Donna would be slightly less joyful and slightly more confused.
I think Jody, I would play Jody sadder. I think I would, I would bring to it is she would be not as, I find the way Kim plays her is like very strong. And I don't think me playing her would come across as strong. I think she would be a little sad.
Yeah, I think that's the same. I think both of us. So it's a damn good thing we got cast. It's like, yeah, I think so too.
That's a great question.
Thank you. That's fun.
It was hard though, it was hard. It hurt my brain.
Oh, yeah.
And for that, I hate you. Just kidding. Hello.
Hi. I was wondering what's the most interesting or weirdest or memorable interactions you had with fans?
I get this question a lot. We get this question a lot. So some of you have heard my answer a lot. Here's the thing. I don't judge my interactions. When someone is standing in front of me with their heart open, whatever they give me is a gift. Whatever I see with love. I don't look at weird. Like, I am someone who met David Tennant and then had to go cry in a hallway for 15 minutes. I understand that love comes out and that's why there's so many hearts, right? Is that your heart shapes the way you love. Your brain is not engaged, and I don't know about you, but for me, when my brain disengages, sometimes shit comes out that could be considered weird. I don't see that. I see you honoring me with truth and love. And so to answer your question, every single fucking interaction I have, I cherish and is the best one. Thank you. Graham, on the other hand, has a great story. Sorry.
No, I was gonna actually piggyback on what you were saying. I had a conversation with somebody at a convention just recently who had not been to many conventions. And he was, he kind of didn't know how to take fans. Fandom is very excited. They're also busy at conventions, right? There's a lot to do. And he was maybe a little more flippant than I was expecting. And then I had a conversation with him, and I said, isn't it so great that we get to meet our audience? Because the thing that sucks about film television is that you don't get to see, I love theater because you have a reaction to what you're giving. There's an energetic kind of cycle that's happening, and it really does help your art, your creativity. But in film television, you have to just throw it to the lens and hope that it lands. And sometimes you don't know. And so when we get to meet with the fandom and they're telling us that, oh, I love this episode, or what do you think you would do if, you changed characters or whatever it is such a gift to film television actors because normally we have no idea. We have agents and managers who we pay a lot of money to tell us that we're good. And we pay them, so who actually fucking knows? But to meet with the audience, to have them go, your performance affected me, is such a gift. And when I explained this to him, you could tell that his gears were turning. He's like, oh my God, you're right. This is a very established person. And so know that you guys are so important to our process and that we recognize that and never for a second take that for granted.
Thank you.
Hello, ladies. I haven't seen you since 2018, so it's good to see you again.
I cut my hair.
You still look just as good.
Thank you so much. I was looking at these photos over here, and I wonder if people look at these photos and go, who the fuck are those people? Who are they? Anyway.
My question for you is, what is your favorite show that you played on, and what lesson about life did you learn from that show?
I have not been on that many shows, so I'm going to say Supernatural. I also had a really good time on Kung Fu, though, because I played Rich Spade's wife. And also getting to do a character, because it was a heightened character, and Rich is my friend, but he also understands comedy and trusted me with comedy. He kind of just let me do my thing, and I don't get to do comedy that much in film television, so that was pretty fun.
I love them so much. I mean, I don't know. I love that Jodie taught me the value of bringing your heart back to the table even after it's been broken. I like that. She taught me a lot of courage. So I think Supernatural and that level of courage as opposed to my tendency to be like, the stove is hot, I shall never cook again. Yeah, thank you. Like,
Hello.
hey, I didn't cry.
So, oh, good for you. Still time, Kim. Still time.
So my question is what's something that you've never done before that you really want to try to do?
No, I was just thinking, we just did the skydiving in a tube recently.
Yeah, did you see our videos?
Oh my gosh.
That was fun.
If that's on your list of things you might want to do, it's so amazing.
It's fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah, that was
You
fun.
fall down, but you don't land.
They're like, you just fall, you just have to, it's like one of those trust exercises.
You're so awesome, only you're trusting the
Yeah,
wind.
that was fun. I am not a thrill seeker, so when somebody's like, now you're ready for real skydive, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
That was good, I just did it. That's enough. Why would I do the thing that you would die doing when I just did this? I'm not a thrill seeker. My instant response to that question was like, I'd like to learn to play the guitar, but I don't have the attention for it, so I know I won't. But maybe I will, but I probably won't. But maybe, you never know. Maybe.
I'd like to play Iago in Othello.
Somebody boo her, or did you?
No, I think they went
boo?
boo. I think that the 5 people out there who
It's like,
boo.
boo.
Yeah. No, I think, right? The 5 people out there who got that were like, oh, that would be kind of weird, but not bad. That would be cool. So yeah, that's I know that you were looking for skydiving as a suggestion. I do not wish I could skydive. I've been on a horse enough to know that I don't need to jump anything high up in the air. I've tried a lot of things. I am not a physically adept individual. So there's a lot of things that I wish I were good at, but not necessarily that I wish I would do, because I would have to do it for a long time before I got good enough at it to enjoy doing it. And fuck that sounds hard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my question is for Brianna, but first I want to say to Kim, I love your character. Like, you're just the most wonderful mom, and the episodes you're in are my favorite.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But for Brianna, what strikes me as so interesting is you sound nothing like Donna. So
You don't think so?
not even a little bit. So I want to know.
Oh, that's so funny.
Did you bring the accent to the character, or was that in the script for you? And
No,
then-
it was scripted. Sorry, go ahead.
Then can you do it for us?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you betcha. Okay. No problem. What's funny is that character was in the script. It was written as like Margie from Fargo, but not pregnant. And the joke was that I was pregnant when I filmed that episode, but I didn't tell anybody because they wouldn't have hired me. But Phil Screeshin directed that episode. When I came in for the callback, back when we used to do callbacks, he was like, we want an accent. Now I'm from Saskatchewan in Canada. Why did you do that? You're from Saskatchewan? Where are you from? You're from Regina? Rhymes with fun.
I just watched Deadpool again, and apparently Deadpool is also from Regina.
Side note, I'm gonna come back to this. Did you know that they had a whole marketing campaign apparently where you probably know this better than I do, where they were like, the marketing campaign was like, hashtag show us your Regina. And then had like, that would have been funny, but then on the poster apparently had like a woman's legs in the air. Exactly. They lost me on that one. Anyway, yes, so Saskatchewan is not far from, or it's right above North Dakota, and Minnesota's just below that, I think. So the accent was not challenging for me to do, and I thought it was funny because they came and he was like, I want to, I don't know if you guys have met Phil. He's like kind of a rough, like very like salt of the earth. He's not like an artistic. He's not precious. I think is what I'm trying to say. He's like, this is what I want. I'm like, okay then, yeah. He's like, okay, let's do this. Like, he was surprised that I could do the accent, and for me, it's one of the easiest accents to do. But it's every once in a while there's a line in the spin-off Or the flamethrower. Okay, who knows? What is it? Who knows how to use a flamethrower? I don't do it very good, and I sound Irish. And I go, who knows how to use a flamethrower? Anyway, every once in a while I get a little off. But man, whenever I came on set, the crew would always try to do the accent because it's a little addictive. But they were terrible at it. So that was rough. But oh yeah, it's so easy, Donna. She's so cute with her little accent. So thank you. So funny because I have Canadian accent. I just assume I sound the same. Your turn.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey. It's nice to meet you both. My question's for Kim. So at a previous convention, I was lucky to meet Cole Sprouse, and my question to you was, I was just curious what it was like working on set with Cole and Dylan on The Sweet Life.
They were a great, it was very easy to transition to Supernatural. Let's just put it that way. Like, they were incredible. They were really good leaders, even as young people. Present and willing and teachable, but not out of insecurity. Both of them showed up for me. And like while I was on, not a lot of people, while I was on Sweet Life, my mom died, I got married, I had a baby. No, I got pregnant. It was very difficult. Like there was a number of like huge, horrible, and wonderful life transitions that happened. And those two guys, like it's really cool to have a kid look you in the eye as an equal and show up for your emotional experience and support you, but still honor the age disparity. So yeah, they are always, we don't stay in contact because I knew them when they were young and I wasn't on the spin-off and it wouldn't have been organic for us to stay in contact, but I watched them from a distance and I wish them every ounce of success because they deserve it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I just wanted to say that Joy's a really good mom. I like that. And I was wondering if like this film show did happen, what did you guys think the plot of season 1 would have been?
I can't remember anything other than the thing that I know.
That's the only thing that
Do you remember anything?
No.
So when you're pitching a show, you have to pitch the whole first season. You have to pitch the arc of the first season. And so Phil, who packaged and pitched the show, gave us the breakdown for what was going to happen in the first season. And all I can remember is that Donna was going to become a vampire. I know. And as an actor, I was so excited to go to such a hard swing. And everybody's like, she would get killed off. And I'm like, no, I would never let that happen. As Kim says, I just wouldn't show up for work that day. But that, as an actor, would have been so fun to be like bad Donna. But that's all we know.
Yeah.
And that would have been great.
I would have loved to explore stories that were familiar from different lenses, but also leave the door open for all of the people that we love and know to show back up. Like, it felt like it would kind of work, but fuck CW.
It's just golf now anyway. Golf and water.
Thank you.
Hello. You got this, I believe in you.
I'm late. I speak that language.
That's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi Mom, you're doing great.
This is my first image.
And, did you hate it? Be honest.
Well,
If it wasn't for me and Kim, would you hate everything about it?
yeah.
I knew it. Fucking knew it.
But
She's like,
I'm 16. Yeah.
This is my first convention. She's very nervous. That's why she's going so slow.
I know.
she's doing great. I'm trying to fill the air. I'm trying to like basically make fart noises so you feel more comfortable. If you need me to really fart, I will. I will do that for you. I got you.
Well, my question is who was more easier to work with, Jensen or Jared?
Jensen or Jared? Those are my options? I think I worked more with Jensen. I think Donna and Dean had more scenes together. And I wouldn't say that he was easy to work with, ever in my life. But I do remember Jared halting production on one scene because we needed to wait and see if he could swing a sign, or kick a sign that was swinging over his head. And we wouldn't start until he got it. So that's what that's like.
Because I've always seen bloopers and I've never really seen you guys in the bloopers before, so I was wondering if you guys just like laughed out like the big and started happening.
A couple of the gag reel, you mean? I'm in a few of the gag reel. Yeah, they were always trying to fuck with me because I was a little harder to break. I don't know than anybody else here, but like I think because I had worked in comedy before, they like to they fucked with me a lot. Enough that Phil one day, one of the episodes that I did, the next day he texted me and said, "I just watched dailies from yesterday. Good job." Because he could see that they were fucking with me.
Yeah, and here's the God's honest truth. I've thought a lot about this. I cry easily. And I think just both of them really didn't want to make me cry. So they both really brought their A games pretty consistently. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, it's, you know, they wanted to get the day in, or oh, we were just doing such intense and heavy scenes. No, I just think nobody wanted to see Kim cry. That's the answer I'm going with today. So they were both they were both very generous in how they showed up to set, and the awareness that we were all working to make a product that they love very, very much. So, you know, it starts at the top. And so they were doing their best so that they could create an environment where we all got to do our best. And that's my answer for that question. So they were both pretty fucking awesome. I love them.
They're the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. You did a great job, honey. Have a good weekend.
Hi. Hello. I love you both so much, but my question is for free. I'm so sorry, Kim.
You don't have to apologize. She will talk shit about you behind the curtain.
I expect nothing less. So I was fortunate enough to see you perform the last few months at the PB&J tour, at the Junior, and you're so fucking amazing. Any chance you're gonna perform again sometime soon?
Saturday night.
Never again. Never again. That was it. That was it.
Kim, are you performing Saturday?
Yeah. We both are performing Saturday.
Didn't you hear our warm-up?
Yes.
We came out with that girl.
Bad girls, bad girls. Yeah, we are so grateful to Loud and Swain for allowing us to perform with them at their Saturday special concerts. We love those boys. And then after the Burbank convention, I stayed in LA a little bit longer, and Billy and Rich and I were working on. You are very excited. I love that for both of us. I don't know what's going to come of that. That's why I'm just like, let's just temper that excitement a little bit. But it's nice to work with those guys. They're so great. They love working with music. I don't know how to write music. It was just so fun to work with them. They're geniuses, you know, and God bless, especially Billy, hardest working man in show business, my God. So anyway, yes and no.
You killed it at the whiskey. It was phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you. You're very sweet. Yes. See you all on Saturday night. Hello.
Hi. First time here. My name is Angelica. I'm 32. I come from Santiago de Chile, South America. Well, I'm the oldest sister out of 4, and I mess up so much. But my younger sisters always look up to me for some reason. I guess well, they made one already. history.
Yes.
And my question for you is, as you both have daughters, what advice from female to female would you like to give your daughters that you would love to have received when you were growing up?
I do tell my daughter to make mistakes. As you're saying, like, I mess up all the time. I think it's really important to mess up for two reasons. One is that she can see me fall and stand back up again. And the other is to see that you actually, it's the best way to learn by just doing it. And it also creates confidence within yourself to go, I'm scared, but I'm choosing to try it anyway. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you're never going to be scared of that. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, Meg, I just, as soon as you said I mess up sometimes, I was like, no you don't. No you don't. Because we learn from example. And when someone we love doesn't achieve the outcome they wanted, but finds joy and love anyway, we give ourselves permission to do the same thing. So if I had to give, I mean, my daughter won't take advice from me, and that's great. She's finding her own way, and I'm approaching it with a curiosity because we're both discovering her. I love that. So that would be my advice: is be curious and fuck up as much as you can, because that's how we learn that on the other side of fucking up is actually, yeah, I didn't fuck up, I learned something. That's how I learned, that's how I become more me. And that's how I fear it less. So that would be my suggestion. Thank you. Thank you. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
What's up? Happy birthday, Lynn.
If you meet someone for the first time and they ask you to use songs to describe you or your life, what songs would you pick?
Not our characters, but ourselves. I Will Survive. That was the first one that came to mind. Where are you looking? In your brain?
I'm trying to, like, if I meet someone for the first time and they say, hi, nice to meet you. What song would describe you? I'd be like, oh, fuck, your brain works like mine does. What's your favorite dinosaur? I would not answer the question because I'd be so excited that like, we're going to go sit in the corner and I would say, what my answer would be was, do you have a spinning ring? Have you seen this? Do you know about the spinning ring? That's yes. On the other hand, if I were applying for a job and somebody said, what is a song that you would use to describe your life? I would then sit down with my computer for about 11 hours and read all of the fucking lyrics to every 80s new wave ballad I'd ever heard. And I don't know. Love Cats by The Cure. Fuck off.
There you go. There you go. Thanks, Lynn. Happy birthday.
I need a warning
for the weekend. It's too hard, you guys. No. These questions are hard.
Dead Man's Party by One Go Point. I mean, like, I don't, because you'd be like, because it's not about the lyrics to me, right? It's not about the wording and the wording.
It's like
it's about the vibe.
It's about
the
balance.
That describes me. It doesn't describe me in the words. It describes me in the. That's what describes me. So yeah. So maybe Speak My Language by The Cure. Sorry. Hi. Oh, I will shut up. None of this makes sense. I understand I've driven off a cliff. Go ahead.
So I've been working on managing my anxiety, and something my therapist suggested was going 10 to 15% outside of my comfort zone, doing little things. So I've been starting going to restaurants by myself or whatever. I was wondering if there's anything you do that kind of pushes yourself to, on a daily, that's a little thing.
I love that. I actually love being by myself. As somebody who's like quite extroverted, I do love, I was just in New York City for a few days and I went to the museum, I went and saw plays, went to restaurants, like I really love my own company. I always say my favorite romance story is the one I have with myself. But I do think what doing just a little bit more than what you're comfortable with is great because it creates the muscle of confidence. Is because you're just showing yourself that you can do it. It doesn't have to be anything big. It can be just going to a restaurant. It can be just, you know, just showing up for yourself, just trying new things. But I can't think of anything offhand that I have done that would show that confidence.
Did you hurt? Yeah, I have to pop you? Is it broken? You lost a finger?
No, okay.
Borja and his.
We lost Borja.
No. I'm
just got electrocuted.
I'm going to answer. Oh, you're wait. Okay. I'm going to answer the opposite because I push myself. That's my problem. I always push myself based on other people's expectations of myself. So now what I'm doing differently is I give myself permission to walk away at a 6 instead of waiting till I'm at 9.5. And it turns out I have a lot more left to be happy for me and those around me. So I no longer wait until I can't. I stop when I don't want to. And that's my version of what you're talking about.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, we're going to answer. Give us the best question. Huh? Just to say, give us your question and we'll answer as quickly as we can. Let's get out of here.
Hi, first convention, and I just wanted to ask, what do you consider your biggest accomplishment since you started acting?
Biggest accomplishment since we started acting. I think the sexy indifference that I was talking about earlier is my favorite accomplishment. Like Kim helped me with I've done 2 auditions, being on the road in my hotels, and one I just got shortlisted for, and I hated doing it so much. Not the one we did. I did one the day before yesterday, and I had my husband on Zoom, and he was laughing so hard because I kept doing it. I was like, oh, I fucking hate this. Oh, this is so dumb. I fucking hate this. I don't even care. And then I got shortlisted for it. Just like going from needing something so bad that you feel like you're gonna die to going, I'm good, that's fine. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, and my accomplishment is putting my heart back together every single time it's been broken and being able to offer it again.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Very well done, ladies, as always.